Hello, students. Welcome to the second online lecture for the subject of sociology. We will continue with the first chapter of our textbook, that is Introduction to Sociology. In the previous lecture, we studied about the meaning, definition, and nature of sociology. Today, we will start with a new topic, that is emergence of sociology. Let's begin with introduction. Since hundreds of years, men have reflected upon and inquired about societies in which they lived. They thought about how societies should be organized. They talked about man, his destiny, and other things. In many of the writings of Plato, Aristotle, we find that they attempted to deal with the nature of society. Thus, social thought has a long past. It is very important to note that the ideas that are dominant in a particular period are a reflection of the social conditions that exist during that period. Thus, the ideas of the early sociologists were the reflection of the social condition that existed in Europe at that time. Enlightenment period. Sociology emerged at a particular historical moment in response to problems of order created by the blows of the French and Industrial Revolutions. These revolutions brought about a number of social, economical, and political changes. The old social order was based on kinship, unquestioned obedience to religious authorities, and lack of reasoning. There was a radical change from old traditional thinking to new outlook and ideas. This period of change in the European society is known as the Enlightenment period. The ideas of progress, individualism were highlighted, and reasoning and scientific attitude were emphasized. There was also a profound belief that human beings possess the ability to solve problems that arose in the society. The industrial and French revolutions challenged the central feature of old Europe. Old classes were overthrown, family values and structure changed, religion lost its important position, monarchy was uprooted, and democracy was introduced. All these social, economic, and political conditions, coupled with other factors which we will see shortly, were responsible for changing the face of the European society. This resulted in the emergence of sociology. However, it took almost 50 years for this subject to assume the scientific character that it has today. Now we will study some of the factors that influence the emergence of sociology. They are: number 1, commercial revolution; number 2, industrial revolution; number 3, the French Revolution; number 4, scientific revolution; number 5, urbanization. Let's study these factors in detail. Let us look at the impact created by the commercial revolution. Medieval Europe was largely a subsistence and stagnant economy. The commercial revolution brought about a shift to a dynamic expansion of trade and commerce. It preceded the Industrial Revolution. The European markets became flooded with spices, silk, and other commodities. The European nations discovered new sea routes for international trade through voyages. Thus, the European continent underwent a transformation. This change also gave rise to a very powerful middle class. These changes brought about a lot of changes in the social relationships in a society. These social changes had to be understood. Such changes became the subject matter of sociology. Sociology thus emerged and developed in the context of such changes. Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution and industrialization took place in England during the 18th century. Never before in history did social changes take place on such a large scale. It profoundly affected socio-economic life of people first in England and then in other countries of Europe and other continents. It destroyed or changed the customs, beliefs, and ideals. The simple small scale home or cottage industry underwent a change. There was mass production of goods through machines. There was a rise in factories and a new class called the capitalist came into existence. Bigger and better markets emerged, and there was an improvement in the marketing system due to the factory system of production. In Europe, there existed a type of system whereby a group of skilled artisans in same trade organized themselves into a guild. The articles prepared by a member of the guild was sold at a fair price and their interests were protected. Every occupational group had their own guild. For example, the carpenters had their own guild, the painters had their own guild. This guild system closed down on account of introduction of the factory system. There was division of labor, that is the assignment of a specific share of a common task to each unit or group. People specialized in particular activities. Particular categories of people have specific jobs to do. Thousands of people flocked to cities to work in factories. They worked for long hours under tough conditions. Men, women, children started working in industries. This became the concern of the sociologist as it was a blow to the family system. Along with this, urbanization, that is the migration of people to urban settings, and transformation of property were the themes of Industrial Revolution, which also concerned the early sociologists. Thus, this also became the subject matter of sociology. The French Revolution. The French Revolution was one of the major factors which contributed towards the emergence of sociology. This revolution led to the overthrow of the old order in the society. This also inspired and sparked off other revolutions in Europe. The French Revolution which occurred in the year 1789, marked a turning point in the history of human struggle for freedom and equality. It put an end to the feudal system and brought in a new order of society. It was responsible for bringing about changes in the structure of the society. It emphasized the idea that all humans are born free and equal. The clergy lost much of their power. It changed the political structure of European society. Democracy was introduced after monarchy being uprooted. The ideas of liberty and democratic rights of people spread from France to all over Europe. People started questioning the actions of those in authority. The aristocrats lost their power and wealth, and the society had to be restored. The changes that had occurred were to be understood. There was a need to understand and explain the changes and the resultant structure of the society. Auguste Comte, who is considered to be the father of sociology, attempted to study the society on account of the changes that had occurred in it because of the French Revolution. He also felt that since other social sciences could not attempt to explain these changes, an entirely new discipline which would study society scientifically was very much the need of the hour. This led to the emergence of sociology. Scientific Revolution. The scientific revolution began in Europe during the Renaissance period. This led to the development in mathematics, physics, astronomy, biology, thus leading to changes in the views about society and nature. Religious and traditional values lost their importance. There was emphasis on empiricism, experimentation, and rational thinking. Many new ideas contributed to the scientific revolution. This also laid the foundation for the Enlightenment period, where reasoning and use of scientific method were stressed upon. There was transformation in the way of thinking and flood of information which spread rapidly. Old institutions, theories, and practices were questioned. Many changes were observed in scientific thoughts during this period, resulting in secular, scientific, and humanistic attitude amongst people in society. Various new discoveries which were made helped in eradicating old blind beliefs of people. On account of these changes that occurred in the society, sociologists wanted to design sociology in a similar manner as physics and biology. They believed and hoped that a science of society could be created like the science of nature. Urbanization. The cities have always been a center of attraction. They attract a large number of people from rural areas. After the outbreak of the Industrial Revolution, this trend has been intensified. Various factors compelled people to flock to the cities. On account of the Industrial Revolution, a large number of jobs were created due to the new industrial setting. The cities tempted people with their employment opportunities. The cities gradually became centers of brisk economic, political, educational, technological activities. The people who migrated to cities were impressed by the luxuries of the city life and believed that money making was easier in cities. These factors contributed towards the process of urbanization. Urbanization resulted in urban concentration on one hand and rural depopulation on the other. The process of industrialization thus added to the phenomenal growth of cities. Due to rapid industrialization, cities have grown in an unsystematic manner. Thus, industrialization and urbanization brought along with them a number of problems and vices. Concentration of people in a particular area, lack of water and fresh air, insanitation, housing problems are some of the problems resulting from urbanization. Besides these, the cities also became a center of vices, environmental pollution, growth of slums, leading to ill ventilated homes unfit for human habitation, lack of proper medical aid, and numerous other problems. Urbanism or urban way of life attracted the early sociologists, especially Max Weber and George Simmel, and urged them to study the problems that resulted from urbanization. Here we come to the end of our lecture. Today we studied about the emergence of sociology in detail. We will start with a new topic in the next lecture. Thank you.